Hello guys, welcome back to Programming with Rana Waqas. In today's video tutorial, we will learn about the functions in Kotlin. So functions are basically a code block of code which can be called at multiple places in a program. So let's have a look on the syntax of functions in Kotlin. So you can see in other languages functions have a void or the data type here before function name, so that is known as the function return type. So in Python we write fun keyword and then the name of the function. Let's suppose I am going to make a function of name greet, and here is a parameter of name. So its type is a string, and let's suppose this function will return any string, so I need to write here return data type. So now this function will return only string, so it will not return integer or float or double type or boolean type. So here let me return hello, and then the name of the person who is calling this function. So let's call this function here, and its name is Greek, and I will pass here name, and this is called as named argument. So I will write here Waqas. So let's run this code. So here you can see there is no output here because this function returned this string, and we didn't call here any function of print. So let me write here print, and I will call this function inside here. So here you can see hello Waqas is printed. The other way to call this function is to write a variable name here. Suppose this is a result, and let me write here this function name, and let me write here result. So let's run it and check what will be the output. So the output is same. Similarly, there are single expression function. So there is a function which will add two numbers and will return you the answer. So here I am writing a of type integer and b of type integer. There are two parameters in this function, and the result will be a plus b. So this should be capital I int. So let's call this function here. So I want to store the result of this number in res and or sum, and here let me call this function add, and we'll pass here 2 and 5, and let's print here sum. Okay, run it. So as you can see here 7. So let me write print line here. So here you can see hello world, and the output is 7. So similarly, there are some default parameterized methods. So what are default parameterized functions? So assign default values to parameters to make them optional. So let's suppose there is a function of name create user, and there is name of string type, as should be capital, and age is of int type, and then country of string type, and suppose I want to make it default, so the value is unknown here. So this is the body of this function. So let me print here name, and age here, and from country. So let's call this function here. So how we will call this function? We will pass name, age, and country. So let me create a user with name Waqas, and its age is like 25, and its country is Pakistan, and create another user of name Arijit, and its age is suppose 30, and its I don't know about his country. So let's run this code and check what will be the output. So here you can see Waqas 25 from Pakistan and Arijit 30 from unknown. So guys, we can call the these methods by named arguments. So what are the name arguments? Let's suppose there is a function of name connection to db, and here are some parameters like host, that is a string, and port, that is of int type, and then username of string type, and the default value is admin, and password of string type, and its default value is suppose secret. And here is the body of this method. So suppose there are some code written over here to make the connection with the db, and let's call this function here by named argument. So how we can call it by writing the name of the function. Now write here host, the value of the host is equal to localhost. Now you can pass here port. As you can see here, I am writing the name of the argument here. So the port value will be 5432, and its password is super safe. So as you can see here, I am calling this method by named arguments. So what are the benefits of these type of calls? So we want to avoid confusion in functions with many parameters. For example, styling a UI, user interface components, and we want to skip optional parameters without relying on any order. So there can be a combination of default and named arguments. So let me give you an example. Suppose you are building a car with a function. So the function name is build car, and here the type of the car is of string type, and then color so this bracket should be round bracket, color of string type which is equal to black, and the wheels of type integer, and its default value is 4. Then there is a boolean variable has sunroof, because so many cars don't have any sunroof. So let's suppose this is a boolean type, and we are assigning false value to it. And here is a body of this function, and we don't know how this function is building a car. We are just making a function of by using default and named arguments. So let's suppose we want to call this function in the main. So how we will call this function? So let's write here. So build car function, and we are going to assign the values. So here the type is suppose this is an SUV car, and then color is red, and its wheels are 6, and has sunroof value is true. So how this function is called, here you can see here from line number 37 to 42. So as you can see here, this is without default parameter, and these all are with default values. So I am calling all of these variables through named arguments. So guys, hope so you have understood the functions in Kotlin. So I am giving you a challenge. Just write a send email function with parameters to, and subject, and body, and cc. So that cc should be default to empty list. Use named arguments to send an email, and cc to your friend. So put your code, paste your code in my comment section, and like this video, and subscribe this channel if you are new on this channel, so new videos notifications can be shown to you. So let's meet in the next video. Take care.